is Myra Newman. I am one of two family engagement specialists here at Whitehaven High School. Welcome parents and students to Whitehaven High School's 2021 Title I Parent Meeting. We are excited to have you and your child with us this evening. As we know, this is a very challenging time for you and our children as it relates to the virtual learning environment. With your assistance and our students' dedication, we will remain strong in the 38116 community. The staff at Whitehaven High School is determined to promote a high level of academic excellence through the many awesome opportunities we have to offer. Give us about 60 minutes to enhance your knowledge of these great opportunities. So grab your pencil and paper to jot down vital information and forthcoming dates. Thank you and welcome again to Whitehaven's Title I meeting.
Good evening, Tiger family, and welcome to our annual Title I parent meeting. We are so happy that you have come to join us on tonight. My name is Shatara Johnson-Terry, and I will be presenting about Title I. We at Whitehaven High School are a Title I school. And what that means is, based off the number of students that we have and based off our economic status, we receive funding for our school. We use those funds for resources and to ensure that our students have equal access as well so that they can receive a quality education. As a Title I school, we are held accountable. We must meet federal benchmarks through our annual assessments, like in the course, our attendance and participation from our teachers, from our staff, and most importantly, from our students, as well as our graduation rate. As a parent of a Title I school, you have the right to know information regarding our state report card and if we have met our requirements. Your student is, because they are a part of a Title I school, they are entitled to safety nets and interventions that we have here at Whitehaven High School. But most of all, because we are a Title I school, we reach out to you as parents and ask that you join us as partners as we educate your children. Annual measurable objectives. What are AMOs? It is the measure of whether Whitehaven High School is making progress in academic achievement based on students' performance on annual tests such as ELCs. There are 7 courses that impact Whitehaven High School's AMO success rate. Those courses include Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, English 1, English 2, Biology, and U.S. History. To accomplish this work, Whitehaven High School teachers are highly qualified in these content areas. Whitehaven High School's AMO status. We are in good standing. That means our students are growing academically, which means they did better than the year before. We are a level 5 school based on our student growth. We have top scholarships amount within the Shelby County school system. Last year, our Tigers earned $124,743,030. This is because our faculty, students, and parents are Tigerific. Our 2020-2021 AMO goals are as follows. English 1 and English 2, 44%. Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, 40%. Biology is baseline because we don't have data based off our new standards. U.S. History is 67%. Parents' rights to know. All parents have the right to the following: a teacher's professional qualifications, which include state qualification, degree, licensure, field of endorsement. You also have the assurance that your child's name, address, and telephone listing will not be released to military recruiters. All parents will receive information on the following: your child's level of achievement in each of the state academic assessments. Remember, those assessments include Algebra 1, Algebra 2, Geometry, English 1, English 2, Biology, and U.S. History. You also have the right to public school choice, as well as the option to request a transfer to another school if your child is the victim of a violent crime. 2020-2021 end of course information. It is required and calculated in your child's grade if they take one of the below courses. Again, English 1, English 2, Algebra 1, 2, and Geometry, Biology, and U.S. History. This year, the test will be administered by paper, and the testing window is April 12th, 2021 until May 6th, 2021. Upcoming important assessments. On October 6, 2020, we will have our ACT makeup test for our seniors only. If your senior Tiger did not test on September 22nd, he or she will need to sign up to take the makeup test on October 6th. November 30th will begin our fall EOC for a select group of students. If your Tiger student is a part of that select group, he or she will be notified by Ms. Tangela Taylor. Beginning February 16th, 2021, we will have WIDA access testing for all of our EL students. March 2nd, 2021, we will have ACT for 11th grade students only. We talked about the EOC. Those dates begin April 15th, 2021 until May 3rd, 2021. If you're a Tiger student, takes advanced placement classes, those tests begin May 3rd, 2021. Report card and progress report days. First 9-week report card period began August 31st. Progress report period ends today, September 30th. Tigers will receive their progress reports on October 7th. Report card period ends November 10th. Report card will be issued on November 18th. Second 9 weeks report card period begins November 12th. Progress report period will end December 16th. Students will receive their progress report on January 13th. Report card period ends February 4th. Tigers will receive their report cards on February 17th. Second semester. Report card period 3 will begin February 8th. Progress report period will end March 9th. Tigers will receive their progress report on March 17th. Report card period will end April 15th. Tigers will receive their report card for the third 9 week on April 21st. Fourth 9 weeks report card period begins April 19th. Progress report period would end May 18th. Progress reports will be issued May 26th. The final report card period will end June 17th. Tigers will be mailed their report cards. My favorite part, parents as partners. Parents, we invite you into a partnership with us as we educate our Tigers. Here at Whitehaven High School, we promise to provide a quality education that is unmatched. We promise to provide intervention as well as enrichment. We promise to provide tutoring. We promise to remain in contact with you regarding our Tigers' academic progress. At home, parents, ensure that you are encouraging your students to do the very best every day as they come to school. Encourage them to read, encourage them to go over their math facts, assist them with their homework. The School Parent Compact is a contract between the school, parent, and child. It is just as the idiom says, it takes a village, and we at Whitehaven High School are excited about being a part of your village. District Parent Teacher Conference. October 1st, 2020 will be our very first virtual parent-teacher conference. Parents, please check your email, your text message, as well as your voicemails and our school website so that you can receive information regarding parent-teacher conference. There was a link that went out. Please, please, please access that link. Fill out the form so that you can schedule a time to meet with our Tiger teachers. Parent University, Spring 2021. This is when we partner together with the school, the instructional coaches, the teachers, the parents, and the students. And we look at those power standards that we've worked on all year long, and we share them with our parents so that they will be aware of what's going on and they can assist their Tigers right before testing commences. PTSA and Leadership Council, those meetings are held monthly. Here at Whitehaven High School, failure is not an option, so we have a plethora of safety nets just for our Tigers. We have ZAP, zeros are not permitted, ACT tutoring, Tiger tutorial time, content area tutorial sessions. We have Power School, Summer Enhancement Program, the Memphis Model, which includes our peer power success coaches. And we also have Parent University. For more information, please check out our website. The 100-day rule student and parent agreement. We will ensure we are present and ready to learn. We will ensure we have all items needed to be an active participant in our classes and take advantage of every opportunity offered here at Whitehaven High School to be successful academically. For more information regarding Title I, please contact myself, Ms. Johnson Terry, Ms. Myra Newman, or Mr. Stan Collins. Our contact information is listed here.
So now we will have grade level expectations. You will hear from all of the assistant principals over the different grade levels: 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, and 12th grade. Miss Melissa Johnson, you're up first.
Okay. Welcome to Whitehaven, my fierce freshmen. My name is Melissa Johnson. I'm your 9th grade administrator. My number is 901-416-6846, and my email address is johnsonma@sesk12.org. I look forward to hearing from you and your parents. Your 9th grade guidance counselor is Miss Charmaine Hazlett. She's your 9th grade guidance counselor. Her number is 901-416-6804. Her email address is hazlettc1@sesk12.org. Once again, welcome to Whitehaven High School, my fierce freshmen. And I want to say welcome because you're beginning something great. This freshman class is the beginning of something great. You all are the first freshman class that will be virtual at Shelby County Schools. And you get to have this opportunity to be virtual at Whitehaven High. So you are the beginning of something great. Academic excellence is always a tiger. Tigers represent academic excellence. The real world. College or career is now only four short years away. Prepare now for your future. Plan your courses around your goals and dreams. Your GPA is easier to maintain than to repair or start over with your best grades. Challenge yourself. Take notes in class and stay organized. Select electives that pique your interests. Talk to your teachers if you have academic difficulties. Speak up for yourself. Ninth graders, you are in the ninth grade. Everything counts from now on. It's very important that you speak up for yourselves. Do your homework and be willing to attend after-school tutoring. After-school tutoring will occur. It will just be virtual, but you must attend. Get involved in something you love. Make friends that share common interests. Even though we're doing virtual learning, make friends during virtual learning. Never give up, no matter what. Always try your best. Parents, do give your child some independence. Do set household standards. Do ask about school and friends. Do promote good study habits. Do encourage their activities or teams and attend events when possible and safe. We are experiencing a new normal, freshmen, and I want you all to be successful. In order to be successful, we have to think about being. How to succeed in a virtual classroom. Be punctual. Since we are in a virtual classroom, you never know when you may have technical difficulties or outages. So be punctual, and in this case, to be early is to be on time. If you're punctual, you can get ahead of any problems that may occur prior to logging in. Be prepared. You're virtual now. Have your supplies laid out. Your notebook paper, your notebooks, your calculators, whatever you need, your textbooks, have them laid out prior to class so you will be prepared. Be alert. It's so important that you are alert. You cannot learn. You cannot receive the lesson or the instructor if you're asleep, you're laying your head down, and you're unresponsive. So please be alert. Be consistent. Establish a routine. Get up early, prepare, be alert. Make that your routine. If you're consistent, that will help you be successful in the virtual classroom. Be courteous and respectful. Do not have your computer on if you're discussing or talking to your parent, or you have to take an emergency phone call. Make sure you're muted. Please try not to talk while the teacher is talking or another student is asking a question. Be courteous and respectful. And most importantly, be patient. This is a new normal. Mistakes happen. Things happen beyond our control. Be patient with your teacher, be patient with other students, and most importantly, be patient with yourself. You're going to get this, you're going to do great if you're patient with yourself. And if you do what you're supposed to do and be what you're supposed to be, at the end of the year, I'll be so excited because the whole freshman squad will be making A's. Once again, I'm Miss Melissa Johnson, I'm here to help you. Miss Charmaine Hazlett is here to help you. All of Whitehaven is here to help you, fierce freshmen. You're going to do wonderful. You're great. And I see you all being successful. Thank you.
We will now have the 10th grade expectations.
Good afternoon, Tiger family. I am Shatara Johnson Terry, and I will be serving the 10th grade sophomores. Our slogan is, we are sophomore strong. I will be the administrator. If you need me, you can always call me at 901-416-6820. Mrs. Amanda Billups-Smith will be your guidance counselor. Her number is 901-416-6807. We are stronger together, my sophomores. As we embark upon this new normal, it is going to take a total sophomore effort. That includes Ms. Johnson Terry, the 10th grade teachers, the parents, and you. Yes, my sophomores, it begins with you. I just have a few short things that I want you to remember on tonight. Remember to believe in yourself. That's half the battle. Be prepared. Make sure you have a clean workspace. You have your books. You have your homework ready. You can no longer say, I left my homework at home. Have your paper, have your technology set up, ready. Make sure you're logged in early. And any other resources that your teachers ask you to have, make sure you have that as well. Also, this is extremely important. Make sure you communicate with your teachers. Ask questions via the classroom, virtually in the chat, or you can email your teachers.
Oh, mine is too. I'm on my I'm at home.
Also, give your absolute best. Give 120%. I know I put 100, but give me 120. And remember, my best may not look like your best. And so that's why I stated your best. Make sure you participate in class activities. When you engage, you let your teachers know that you care about your education and that education matters to you. Please, please, please ask questions. No questions are bad questions. All questions are make you look smart. Ask questions when you do not understand. If you so ever fall behind in your work and you are not successful, make sure you take advantage of our safety nets. We have academic tutoring. So each week, each teacher volunteers to tutor for 1 hour. Now, I know that we're not in the building. However, we will have virtual tutoring. We also have Tiger tutorial time. This is when a Tiger earns a 69 or below in any course that they are enrolled in. Now, parents and students, remember, 8th period is not included in Tiger tutorial time. However, if you are not successful in your classes, Tigers, please, please, please attend Tiger tutorial time. Zeros aren't permitted. Any student who receives a 69 or below on any assignment or assessment, you are allowed to attend SAP and recover that grade. It's going to be on the same standard, so the standard won't change, but it will definitely be another assignment. Sophomores, remember, we are strong together. Parents and students, if you have any questions or any concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is johnsonsl3@scsk12.org, and my telephone number is 901-416-6820. 820. I can't wait to see you once we get back into school.
Thank you, Mrs. Tara Johnson. Now we will have our 11th grade expectations.
Thank you, Dr. Debnam. I'm so proud of our juniors. I have been with this group personally since middle school. I worked at Havenview for 2 years before I moved with them to Whitehaven High, and we have been together since their freshman year. So I am so proud of the trials and tribulations this group has gone through and the accomplishments that they have been able to make. I am so proud of you. You have grown up and you're almost there. One more year and you will be a senior. 11th grade expectations, class of 22, just do it like Nike. I am a gifted student. Teach me, engage me, challenge me, believe in me. We believe in you, each and every last one of you. My name is Dr. Jason Bolden. I'm the assistant principal for 11th grade. Parents and students, if you need to contact me, my direct number is 901-416-6822. My email address is boldenjp@scsk12.org. The guidance counselor for 11th grade is Mrs. Linda Putt. Her direct number is 901-416-6806, and her email address is puttld@scsk12.org. You are now a junior. Students, you should be thinking about finishing your last 2 years of high school strong. You should be thinking about post-secondary opportunities. And what that means is you should be striving to create and maintain the highest grades you can in each. You should be striving to maintain the highest GPA you can. There is so much attached to your academic performance. Your grade point average will stay with you for the rest of your life. Anytime you need to get your high school transcript, the grades that you are making now will be reflected on that transcript. So as a high school junior, you're starting to think about the direction you want to take in your life after high school. You're starting to become more serious in that thought and focusing on that particular lifelong goal. If it's college, you need to really worry about taking the ACT and doing the very best you can. If it's trade school, you should still worry about the ACT because your plans may change. If it's the military, you should also worry about the ACT because your plans may change. All juniors should worry about doing their very best on the ACT. The PSAT, which is the pre-SAT, is on October 29th. The ASVAB, which is a career and vocational test, that is yet to be determined. So also, you should be building your college resume, and that means being involved in extracurricular activities. Extracurricular school activities include sports, band, organizations, and groups. And 3 great organizations that we have as an example are FBLA, Future Business Leaders of America, DECA, and Skills USA. As a junior, you should also be participating in a summer academic enrichment program. That means that you are honing your academic skills. You should also understand and be self-motivated at this point to be at school or online on time and ready to work and ready to learn. Most of all, being a 16-year-old, we expect you to be responsible and respectful of all people, your teachers, your parents, your peers at all times. It's time to put away the childish games and grow and mature into the young adults that you truly are. So students, this is your junior year. It's time to get you some ACT right. Get your ACT together. The ACT test is the most important benchmark for most juniors. So we want everyone to be prepared for that ACT test coming up in the spring. Now, parents, your children are getting older. What is your responsibility? I'm not going to try to tell you how to parent, but what we are going to do is tell you some of the things that you should do during this virtual time to help your parent, to help your student rather. You should monitor your child's academic progress. That means logging into PowerSchool. Make sure you got that app on your phone. You're checking grades regularly. You're checking conduct grades regularly. You are protecting your child's virtual learning time. We know that from 8 to 3 virtually is an extended time, but as Dr. Hunter said in the chat, make sure you take advantage of that 45-minute lunch to do some assignments, get you a little rest, grab you a bite to eat, okay? So we want to make sure that you are protecting your child's virtual learning time. That means they shouldn't be going on a job in the learning day. They shouldn't have to have a lot of household responsibilities because their job is maintaining their grades in school. So during this virtual learning time, it's your responsibility, parents, to protect your child's virtual learning time. Also, parents, make sure you're keeping up with communication from the school. Teachers and administrators may have to contact you through email or text messages. A lot of teachers during this virtual time will be using Google Voice. So make sure you're checking your text messages. Teachers that are using that app may text you from their Google Voice numbers. So make sure you're checking your text messages. Also, voicemail messages. Make sure you're in communication with your child's teachers. And also help keep teachers informed. We talked about making sure that you let us know by emailing the teacher and the grade level clerical about absence notes. That's how you keep your teachers and staff informed. If you're having connectivity issues, make sure that you're emailing the teachers to keep us informed. Also, parents, meet with Mrs. Putt, the 11th grade counselor, to discuss the college and career goal process. Lastly, continue to support and help drive the academic and social development of your child. And the social development is critical. Make sure that your child has an outlet and an adult advocate so that they can share any concerns that they may be having. The social development is the most critical because a lot of our kids may or may not have those siblings at home and they may be feeling a little isolated. So make sure you have that relationship with your child so that they feel comfortable talking to you and or another adult advocate about their safety and security. So parents, we thank you again. Next slide. We thank you and we hope that all of our juniors are ready for this new challenge of virtual learning.
Thank you, Dr. Bolden. Next, we will have 12th grade expectations.
Welcome back. As always, they save the best for last. Class of 2021, we're taking action. Next slide. I am Tangela Taylor, the administrator for the 12th grade, and our counselor this year will be Ms. Tracy Townsend. What are your actions? Actions are simply actions change things. For us in the 12th grade, we are ACT ready. We're going to act on enhancing and strengthening our study skills. We're going to act on being more focused and disciplined in our behavior because we are virtual. And we're going to act on improving our ACT or SAT scores to be post-secondary ready. We want a composite seniors of 21 or above. Now let's look at this. We need every senior who is planning to go to college or any post-secondary opportunities that you plan on pursuing to get at least an 18 in English, a 22 in reading, a 22 in math, and a 23 in science. It is essential, it is a must, because we want you to be college ready and college prepared to take on what they have to offer. Now, the next thing we want to look at acting upon, we want to act on improving our last, and I repeat, our last chance of improving our GPA. It is essential for our being. We want to act on selecting and visiting colleges and careers that interest you. Now, the great part about being virtual seniors is, in this virtual world, colleges are looking for you. So I implore you, access them, email them, and ask them for those virtual tours. They want you because you are ready. And Whitehaven, we know we prepared you. Now, the next thing I want you to do is I want you to act on obtaining scholarships for college and careers. We have a goal. Dr. Hunter hasn't told us yet, but I promise you we're going to exceed that goal because together we are better. Next slide. Now let's get our reality check for class 2021. It's simple. This is your to-do list as a senior. We're going to follow these school virtual rules. I'm just going to be truthful. There is no shame in this game. We know how to lead, and we lead from the front. So let's be the true leaders we are. Follow the school rules virtually. Be consistent and on time for your virtual learning in teams. Don't have your teacher looking for you, because Ms. Taylor surely does not want to contact you for being late. Do your schoolwork, all of it. Everything counts this year. Remember, there are no excuses. Why? Because we're virtual and you have everything you need at your fingertips. You're going to maintain your senior portfolios when those teachers tell you how to do it. I expect for you to do it. And then most importantly, you're going to continue to apply for those scholarships. But more importantly, you're going to take advantage of emailing Ms. Townsend and emailing Ms. Fletcher your acceptance letters. We want to spotlight every senior with a scholarship that he or she has earned. And remember, scholarships are at your fingertips. All you got to do is go out there and seek them. The rest, we'll leave up to us. We're going to make sure that we support you. Now, the last thing I want you to do on your reality check is to understand, seniors, you're going to be, and I want you to say it with me, we are going to be accountable for who? Our learning. No excuses. We have an opportunity to show everybody we can do this together. Because what? Together, we are better. Next slide. Now, virtual goals for parents. I know that Dr. Bolden shared some information with our 11th graders, but more importantly, I truly believe that senior parents should be even more involved in their child's business, as Dr. Hunter likes to reference. So parents, help me as we monitor your child's academic process. Help me as we look inside Power School and look at their grades. Protect, please, if you do nothing else, protect the virtual learning time. Remember, time is something that none of us can get back. These are our last days as seniors. And even though we're not in the building, we're going to make something great of this experience. Check your email, texts, and messages. If you don't know by now, I want you to know. Know your SDS student email. It's simply your student number, which is probably 6 digits, at student.sdsk12.org. So I gave you an example because I believe in modeling what we want. You're going to look at 202100 at sdsk12.org. Now, seniors, if you don't know by now, parents, that password is simple. It is the child's birthday, month, day, and the 4-year birth year. Now, last but not least, parents, Meet with Ms. Townsend to discuss the college and career goals and process. Set up a Teams meeting. All you need to do is email her and she will email you back. Continue to support and help drive the academic and social development of our students, our school, and the Whitehaven community. You are simply a reflection of what we have poured into you. So I need you to be excellent and great, because why? Together we are better. Next slide. Some upcoming senior dates for right now, seniors. Number one is, as of August 1st, Tennessee Promise application open. If you have not accessed it, the time is now. So take down that URL and access www.10promise.gov. It's open and awaiting for you to access it. The next important date that you will have is September 22nd. All seniors will have an opportunity to freely take the ACT. Where will that ACT be given, seniors? Right here at Whitehaven High School. But now I want to let you know one thing. When you come to Whitehaven on September 22nd, I expect for you to, number one, follow the rules. But number two, you're going to be in your COVID-19 PPE gear. So we want to be safe always in our learning experience. Now, the next day that you will have, seniors, is October 1st, 2020. That FAFSA opens. And Ms. Townsend, along with Ms. Fletcher, they'll be giving you a little more information. But parents, if you have not done so, because I know the government has been a little kind to us, go ahead and make sure that you have those 2019 taxes filed, because you're going to need that when you upload that information for your FAFSA. Now, come October 13th, if you have not done so, seniors, that is the absolute last day that you will sit for your senior heads. So I implore you, please, please, please contact Jimmy Alfred, call for an appointment, and they will make sure that you are represented in history for Whitehaven High School. Yes, we're going to have a yearbook. I know we are. But then more importantly, you're going to have a composite. Your picture will be on that wall. Whether we're virtual or in person, you will be recognized. The next thing that you will have, seniors, is November 1st, 2020. Now, where are my scholars who are taking those AP courses? The AP exam registration and payment must be completed and paid in full, in clear. No outstanding debt come for AP exam, seniors, but November 1st. Ms. Hayford will be sending out more information as it relates to that. And the next thing I want to make sure that you have on your calendar, seniors, November 2nd. It is the absolute deadline for Tennessee Promise applications. Remember, free money is always the best. Now, seniors, let's just say this September 22nd might not be a kind day for us. I want you to know that your high school, the Whitehaven High School, is now a national testing location. So you can sign up for any ACT sitting test date that you choose, and you can take your test here at Whitehaven High School. So if you forget about September 22nd, mark your calendar for October 10th, 17th, and 25th. But most definitely have that ACT done by December 12th, 2020. Next slide. Please, activities and dues. Oh, I know how you feel. We're just awaiting the go-ahead from the district. So please, never give up hope. Situations can change overnight, and problems can dissolve in the light of a new day's sun. I promise you. Remember, we are what? ACT. We are actions changes things. So keep hope alive. I promise we will see a dawn of a new day. Because why? Together, we are better. Next slide. Where will you be? Will you stand up and be counted come June 2021? Graduation is literally coming your way. Are you ready? Class of 2021, remember, leading and learning while taking action, that's your goal. That's what your expectation is. We are leaders. We lead from the front, not the back. We take action because why? We're always in motion. Next slide. And finally, parents and seniors, if you need anything, please do not hesitate to call Miss Tracy Townsend, your counselor, 416-6804, and you'll see her email address right there, or myself, Miss Taylor, 416-6844. We are tenaciously ready to serve you.
Now, we will view the WHS Whitehaven STEM video featuring our executive principal, Dr. Vincent J. Hunter.
Going forward and for all of the major jobs that will pay a great salary, 6 figures or more, it's going to have a STEM base, either science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In the early 60s and the 50s, a lot of focus was on agriculture and manufacturing, but it's been a huge change and shift. Now it's STEM, science, technology, and engineering, and mathematics. So in order to be internationally competitive, we're going to have to be able to afford our children the facilities in order to be able to be competitive on the international level.
We're about to close our program, but before we do, we wanted to bring our dynamic principal up. He was the recipient of the 2019 Varsity Brand's Most Spirited School Principal of the Year Award. And he was also just named the 2020 Shelby County Schools Principal of the Year. We do have a short video clip before we bring him up.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank Adam Bloomfeld and Steve Welch and the entire varsity family for this opportunity to represent the Most School Spirited Principal Award. I'm very blessed to be from a Whitehaven family that houses about 5,800 children and 400 educators in an area that has several challenges. But because we have a family atmosphere, and with varsity helping us cultivate a culture where it's cool to be smart. I'm at a school where our children earned over $200 million in scholarships in one academic school year. Of that $200 million, $197 million was in academics and $3 million was in athletics. So we're definitely from an area where academics is very important, but most of all, the family of pride and being one as a family and understanding how important it is to truly be your brothers and your sisters' keeper. I thank you so much for this award, and on behalf of the entire Whitehaven community, I thank you so much for acknowledging me, but understand that this is all about the Whitehaven community and how we respect one another as a true learning community. Thank you so much.
So with no further ado, we're going to bring in our head tiger of the Whitehaven Empowerment Zone, the Whitehaven Community, and Whitehaven High, Dr. Vincent J. Hunter.
Thank you so much, Dr. B. Am I being heard well?
Yes.
Okay. Young people, I want to thank you so much for the opportunity to allow you to visit our campus. Most of all, I want to thank parents for even considering Whitehaven as your high school destination. We know that this is going to be a very tough decision, especially tough now because times have changed. America has to adopt and embrace a new normalcy. COVID-19 changed the world forever. And it would definitely change the world for children of color who live Harvard and not necessarily recipient of great gifts. If like you are from the family, I'm Dr. There's a lot of feedback. Is that because we're not muted?
Everyone's muted on this end.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, just want you all to know is that I'm from a humble beginning, and I believe in humble and remaining humble. And parents are online. I want your parents to have their assurance that each one of you all that decide to come to Whitehaven will be treated as my child. I love Whitehaven, and the proof is in of what we do. We have 32 former graduates that are also on our staff, and within the Whitehaven Empowerment Zone, there are over 58 educators that former graduates of Whitehaven, and now leading the lives of children in the Whitehaven. You will not just be a number. You will be an individual with a purpose that we will do our very best to cultivate and put you in the best situation to be successful. Now, do we make mistakes? Yes, we do. Are we perfect? We're not. But we're going to give you our very best effort, because we know as a learning community, if our young people are not prepared to compete internationally, you will be lost in the shuffle. America has a new norm, but regardless of who you are, and especially of skin color, you have to be prepared to compete. Not just on the athletic fields, but also in the classroom. We've been very blessed. We're about to break ground on a $6.25 million STEM building that will be the Whitehaven community use home. That means our younger brothers and sisters at Holmes Road Elementary, Oakshire, Havenview, Jeter, and Maceo Walker, John P. Freeman, and Whitehaven will have the luxury opportunity to work in a $6.5 million STEM. We're not just going to hoard that opportunity for high school. We're going to bring our younger brothers in the fold as well. Because if you're going to be internationally competitive, it's important for you to be able to have access to labs of that nature. That's one of the biggest things I found out, because I have 3 children. My youngest child is a 9th grader, upcoming 10th grader at Whitehaven now. Both of my older children graduated in 2013 and 2019. So I know for a fact that I believe in what we do, because I and my wife decided to allow our children to come where I went. So Whitehaven is very special. We're going to give you our best effort to make you as competitive as possible. One of the things I found out, especially having to sit down with my oldest son and now talking to my son who's now at Morehouse College, is that the biggest difference has been access and exposure. Children may have the same ACT score, and when you leave Whitehaven, you're going to find people who are just as competitive as you are. But children with the same ACT score, where the only difference between the two individuals is what those children have had access and exposure to. That's been the biggest difference for my personal children. So I have made a personal promise to do my very best as a school building leader to allow all of the children in Whitehaven to have as much exposure to the newest and the finest equipment in STEM, science, technology, and engineering and mathematics, so that you all can be competitive. And we do realize this. Everybody isn't going to college. And just because you go to college doesn't mean you're going to make any money. We are trying to educate the entire child. That means if you want to take the college path, we're going to be there for you. We have a great guidance counselor staff. Ms. Fletcher heads that staff. They do a great job in assuring that all of our children have the pathway if they want to continue a university path. But we also have children who are interested in going into the workforce, which is nothing wrong with that. But we want them to equip them with a skill that's marketable. That's why we have barbering, cosmetology, and we're very excited about our HVAC program, air conditioning, heating, and air, for children who may want to work with their hands. There's nothing wrong with being an HVAC mechanic or being an HVAC engineer. People working in HVAC start off, if you're at the right company, with $100,000 a year. So not only are we trying to help you become educationally sound in high school, and if you want to have a path of the university path, but also if you want to go to the workforce. We have individuals that can prepare you for whichever walk of life. We're not going to tell you what plan or what career to have, but what we are going to expose you to as many careers as possible so that you can make an informed decision along with your parents. And remember this, young people, we got to have a plan A, we got to have a plan B, and sometimes we need to have a plan C, because it doesn't always work out the way we thought it should have worked out. Regardless of how it works out, we've got to have a plan. And that's what I'm charged with. That's what your teachers are charged with. That's what your administration is charged with, your counselors, is to assuring that we help you make an informed decision about a plan for after high school, because we all have to have a plan. If we fail to plan to fail. That's a promise to you. It's nothing I thought about, nothing I heard. This is something I've lived. If you fail to plan to fail. One other thing I want to talk to you about, because I know I get long-winded. But watch your surroundings. Watch the company you're keeping. Sometimes we just get caught up at the wrong place at the wrong time. If you hang around zeros, you're going to be a zero. You won't be a hero if you hang around zeros. Misery loves company. And what I found out about the children at Whitehaven in our area, and I've been around this community for a long time, a lot of times our parents try to give us so much because we want you all to have more than what we did. My mother tried to give me more than what she had. I tried to give my children, and my wife tried to give my children more than what we had. That's not always the answer, because at the end of the day, we have to all know how to grind in the right way, grind with a purpose, remain humble, keep what's most important in front of you, and cut ties from people who don't have the same ambitions in life as you have. If you have individuals that's in your circle that are not striving to be productive people, if you have individuals that you talk to on Snapchat or on Facebook, on these social media platforms that are not trying to be productive people, if you have friends in your circle that are messing with or interacting with all kind of relationships with gangs, or doing things against what your parents have taught you or your grandparents have taught you, and you know better, you need to cut them off, because they're going to cost you. And usually what happens, good people get caught up just being at the wrong place at the wrong doggone time. And it not only costs you. Remember this, when you get in trouble or make a bad decision, it's not only going to cost you, it's going to cost mother, your father, your brother, your sister, uncle, auntie, grandmother, grandfather. It's a trickle-down effect. So be careful about the circles that you're working within and that you're hanging around, because it can really cost you something. 5 minutes of fun can cost you a lifetime of heartache. 2 minutes of fun can cost you a lifetime of heartache. So keep these things in mind. I know I shared a lot, but the big message I want you to know is that we love to have each and every one of you all. We want young people who are serious about their lives, who are serious about their education. We want young people who are looking for direction and just may have not just figured it out yet, because at 14 and 15, you don't know what you want yet. I promise you, you're going to change your mind 10 times before you graduate, if not more. But we want young people whose heart is right. And I hope you take an opportunity to share with your friends about the wonderful things that are going on in Whitehaven. We do everything from, we work hard, but we play hard too. We have fun, but academics come first. And before academics, safety. Safety, academics are number one in our book. We want you to be safe, number one. We want you to be academically sound, but we also want you to have fun, because this is the best time of your life. It doesn't get better than being 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. It doesn't get better, because after 18, life is going to begin. It won't be any do-overs after 18. So again, I know they shared with you some of our safety nets that we have in place. Failure is not an option at Whitehaven. We will hold you accountable, but we're also holding ourselves accountable. Thank you so much for allowing me to come and share these precious moments with you. I hope I hadn't been too long. I've been running all day, but I got a text from Ms. Fletcher, and I had to listen to the boss, Dr. Devlin, and I hurry up and dialed in. And I just want you to know, I appreciate you all for inviting me, and I hope this has been a very productive experience for everyone who participated. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hunter. We do appreciate you and your wisdom. And thank you for coming and joining us today with the students.
No problem at all.
All right.